This past weekend, this Labor Day holiday, I decided to go back and look at some of the college campuses that I went through during my time on the streets. And I was kind of surprised at a similarity among many of the college campuses I visited. And one motif that keeps cycling through all of these colleges that I visited was housing. And most interestingly enough, new housing. And I thought it odd. And then I thought, well, what about, I already looked up my old address at my freshman college. Why don't I check out whatever happened to my old address where I got my graduate degree at Arizona State University. We are on the in the neighborhood here at ASU, and the building here, the construction here is just unbelievable, and most of it seems to be for housing, and no longer for the university. Much of it seems to be for housing, and housing here is just unbelievable. It's not quite like it was in my day. We were grateful for a pool and air conditioning that worked. Today students have everything from fitness centers to, public masseuses and hair salons and stuff like that. So anyways, I came over here to the neighborhood hoping to find my old squat here when I was a student so many years ago in the 80s, and just sniffing around and finding that it is actually still here. The corner of Stanley and Orange. It's here. Of course, the name is no longer the name, but I think the building is still here. It seems to be the design still seems to be the same. So they might have outdone redone the exteriors, which it looks like after 40 years or so, and the interiors I'm sure they have to do every week, but it's still here. I think it's see this the way this is designed, just as I left it 30-40 years ago. My God, I mean, this is so cool. Just look at this. I don't think the couple that were managing the place is still here, but wow, look at this. Ain't that cool? See if we can. No, there's no brochure or anything. Is this cool? Look at this. Look at this. So I mean, the color scheme and but this is the exact same building. It is still here. Can you believe this? Look. Oh, there you go. Pull in the center. My, this is so cool. After all these years, this is still here. Love to know how many owners this building has gone through in the last 30, 40 years, but it's still here, It's Very impressive after all this time, and after all of what has become, with Tempe and with student housing, like going through the roof, here, and amenities going through the, ceiling. It's nice to see like this place is still here, and it hasn't been bulldozed, for some, super, luxurious hotel with, a sauna and, steam room, and, this is very nice. And I mean, in my day, here we go, we were grateful for the barbecue, the pool, and an affordable, 2-bedroom apartment, This is very cool. This is very nice. Okay. This is probably the gym they added. It's like, call me a liar kind of thing. But this is really nice. That's okay. Now, I had my apartment that I had with the boys, or boy, back here, the corner of the corner. Okay, where nobody could see us, and our explicitness. These are new. We're making money off of that. Right here, apartment 58. They haven't even changed the number. Is that cool? They haven't even changed the number of the apartment. That is cool. I mean, 58 is the number of the apartment, And if I knew my old roommate, one of them, he's probably still in there, trying to find a door. Wow, that's very cool. That is very cool. Right there, Very cool. That is very nice. Hey. Parking lot. Okay. Color scheme's different. They've gone olive, obviously. But that is so cool. And the number is the same. They didn't change the numbers on the apartment. The numbering of the apartment. Sequencing's still the same. Is that cool? Number 58. Wow. I saw the parking lot. 1980 something. Laundry room, I believe, was down at the far end there. Pool in the center. Mom, send money.